All right, awesome. Let's get started on this.
All right.
Yeah, awesome. So let's kind of get used to this first.
Okay.
Then just kind of go into intros.
Yes.
So everything like that.
I agree.
All right, awesome. Well, welcome everybody to the 11Z's podcast. 11Z's Pico podcast to be specific.
Yes, when you don't want to nickname it.
Yeah, we just call it EPP because it's just EP squared.
I like that.
EP squared.
I don't know what the mathematical like whatever, but it works.
You like the equations of it.
Equations.
You're squaring it above.
We're not here for math.
Not cubed, we're
math,
just squared.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, cool. We can be cringy in this one a little bit since this is our first.
Oh, we can be cringy in everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what the internet's about.
For those who don't know, this is our first podcast of our 11Z's Pico podcast. Yes. And I'm purposely trying to slow down my speech because I tend to speed up and talk like a broken record.
I say just go full, break that record.
I know what you mean. And so I think that I just turned I just turned the latency on, so maybe, or the monitoring on, so I can hear us, and it just kind of surprised me.
That's hilarious.
Awesome. So I think we're doing pretty good so far. Let me just go and move this.
I would say a solid 2 out of 10.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm like so hot.
Oh yeah.
All right, so for introductions, my name's Abby. I am the one monitoring the podcast, and I got the equipment and everything, and basically kind of like helped plan out the podcast. We both live in Northwest, and we just we both went to school together, so that's how we knew each other.
We sure did.
So that's just a little bit about myself. I'm in my 20s. I work. I mean, nothing really interesting about me. I like dogs.
Well, if you don't like dogs, leave. Is that what you say?
So why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Rachel. I'm kind of like the barnacle boy of this operation.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, not in a bad way. Barnacle boy is like the essential to Mermaid Man, though.
Well, exactly. Like, I'm needed. I'm there for the, like, emotional support. Whatever else Barnacle Boy does, I'm not really too clear on the detail.
Barnacle Boy just sits there and is, like, grouchy the entire time. I feel like you'd be Mermaid Man, though, because you're always, like, so wee and, like, excited about ice cream, and I'm just kind of the grouch. It's, like, I'm more like that.
You're like, I don't have milk. Dairy.
So for those who don't know, Rachel and I have been friends for like really good friends for like what 3 years, 2-3 years now.
Somewhere about.
Yeah, because I think we started going. We went to beauty school together, and that's how we became friends.
We sure did.
And we've just kind of had friendship built over like really nerdy things.
It was kind of. I mean, it started with Alan Rickman.
Yeah, we actually were both sitting in class, or I was sitting in class talking to one of my classmates. I don't talk to her anymore, but anyway. So we were talking, I was talking about how Alan Rickman passed away, because he passed away that week, so I'm guessing this was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I see this tall blonde girl come walking behind me, and you're like, Alan Rickman? You know about Alan Rickman? And just, there's a moment.
Like double take.
You know, there's like a shoujo manga, the rose petals are flying by, and there's sparkles everywhere, like, and I was just like, yes, Alan Rickman, and we literally just bonded over the passing of Alan Rickman.
And there's been no looking back. No looking back.
No looking back at all. And so that's, and then we just kind of started hanging out every week. And after, sometimes during lunch breaks, we would go back to my house and take naps and forget to go back to school. And we got in trouble many times for it. Kind of made, because Rachel's, if those who don't know Rachel, she's really sweet and kind. She's kind of got that, I don't want to like label it, but like she's like that more innocent, pure personality. And being around me, I'm more of like the sailor mouth, and like I'm kind of more of like, I don't want to say rebel, but more like the stupid one. And I kind of started to break her over the years a little bit. Like today, she literally brought out cups that said the S word, the SLUT word, and then she brought out the F word cup. I'm like, wow, this is different.
This is airing out my dirty laundry right from the start.
Well, you might as well just like let people know who they are.
That's
so there's nothing wrong with that.
You're right, Captain Merman.
Captain
Mermaid Man. I'm sorry.
Captain It's just Mermaid Man, not Captain Merman.
There's no captain there.
Captain Merman? That should be like my name from now on. And you'll just be Barnacle.
Apparently I haven't watched SpongeBob in too long.
I mean, there's like SpongeBob, okay, past 2005, no. Past the first movie, nuh-uh. No, thank you.
I don't even know what that show is.
Like, it's not even the same, because the main writer and creator left the show after that.
Right.
Because he just wanted to make the first movie and be done with the series.
Right.
From what I've heard from interviews and everything and videos I've heard.
TV peeps had to make that dough.
I mean, it's like the same way with The Simpsons. Just kill it off, man. Like, let it kind of die in peace.
There might be Simpsons fans here.
Okay, honestly, I don't watch Simpsons.
No, I don't either.
But from what I've heard from many fans and everything, I heard that like the peak of Simpsons is like the 8th season, and then it just dives down and like it just becomes
that
crappiest. And
yes.
so yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how we met. And we kind of, and I hate to word it like this, but we're very involved in nerd culture, even though I hate that word so much.
But you gotta call it what it is.
That's true. I mean, just like, it's like nerd culture, nerd girls, I'm a gamer girl, like that kind of crap.
Yeah, like
you know what
wearing that like gamer girl.
Like the t-shirt and the blazer jacket combo is just my least favorite.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Like at gaming conventions or anime conventions, like when they're presenting something or interviewing on panels, they always wear some type of geeky shirt, like a Will Wheaton.
I don't think I ever noticed the vest. I don't know if I ever like
vest, like a sweater vest.
I thought you said a vest.
Sorry, I meant blazer jacket. They were wearing like Will Wheaton does. Like I used to watch Big Bang Theory, so like Will Wheaton would always wear like some stupid graphic tee and a blazer jacket.
I can be down with that though.
Okay, that's you though.
Okay.
You like the guys with the dad bods, so you're fine. I mean, you love John Johnson.
You're not wrong there. So
yeah. So, did you want to move past this conversation? Did you want to just keep kind of like...
We can just let it
go
happen.
Yeah.
So, obviously, this pilot episode isn't really the whole what we do, but what we're going to do is nerd culture.
Yes, we
in
will
our
be,
own way.
Yep, we'll be delving into nerd culture. We're going to take it very casually. We're going to be just super simple, nothing too specific. Car honking.
They were honking at us. They were like, "How dare you make fun of nerd culture, you nerds!"
Yeah. So to clarify, we are recording in Rachel's apartment right now.
Yeah, and it's like 100 years old, so thin walls, all that. Yeah.
And so we'll hear cars go by. You'll hear her dog walk by, and you'll hear probably barking.
And you will be blessed if you hear my dog bark.
Yeah, Finn is so cute. Yes, he is named after Finn from Star Wars.
Nerd culture. You don't see the finger guns, but they are happening.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But so we kind of like to move on to the topic of nerd culture. So our plans and ideas and projects for this podcast is nothing too complex. Like I said, we want to keep it simple. We already established
it might get complex.
I mean, depending on how heated we get, especially if we talk about Lord of the Rings or
Yes.
or like Star Wars.
Yes.
Because we both love it.
All of the above.
And go ahead, Rachel. I interrupted you.
Oh, but no, essentially the kind of ideas, and we'll be doing different things, but like the broad, describe me in a sentence, not me, but podcast in a sentence ways, we're going to kind of do like book versus movie or TV shows and stuff like that, comparisons and like things with like how the stories and the characters and what we liked or didn't like from each and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we like that kind of stuff.
We do. Every time we have a conversation about like a movie or a book or something, we both come running to each other at the same time like, dude, did you read this book?
And then we're like, did you see the movie? And then we're like, well, what about this?
Like, and then we talk about like different theories we think of and like stuff. And this is kind of where the idea of the podcast came to be. And so that's what we wanted to do. By the way, if I got distracted somehow, her phone is synced up to this computer. I'm using her computer to record.
Oh, did I get a text? Am I famous?
Sure, if you want to be. If you want to call it famous from your family.
Oh, dang nabbit.
So I can't use my computer right now because I can't get the latency to lay up.
Yeah,
So I'm just using GarageBand and
text stuff.
Literally using a blue Snowball Ice USB mic.
We're very classy here. We have teacups.
And we also have like tons of books and ukuleles and guitars and stuff. And
yes,
you should see the library that Rachel has here. It's ridiculous. It's not bad though. I mean, like I have a library too.
Just don't look at my closet. But to be fair, Abby literally yesterday bought 27 books.
Yeah.
From the thrift stop.
I'm gonna get real for a second. I spent like $70 on books yesterday.
And she brought me 6.
I did, because,
she buys my love.
I buy you a lot of stuff, which I don't mind. I love spoiling people. Like, I'd rather buy for people. Sorry for adjusting. I'd rather buy for people than for myself. You know what I mean? I feel like everyone's kind of the same that way, but for me, I kind of get, like, uncomfortable when people buy me gifts, because I'm like, I don't know what to say.
I'm going to buy you gifts. I'm going to buy you things. Like, sometimes you're going to be like, da, 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 da.
Okay, Zelda, calm down here.
It's Link.
I'm Link in this situation, and you're Zelda because I'm, like, the more, like, quote unquote loosely quote masculine one here. You're the one who wears all the dresses and the cute headbands and stuff like you are right now.
Alrighty, we'll go with it.
Ryan's wearing t-shirts and jackets.
But it's okay because now we can justify spending all our money on books and stuff because it's for a podcast.
That's very true. And you did mention to me that you are actually more excited because you've mentioned many times to me that you want to get into books again.
Yes.
This gives us an excuse to read books.
Because we have to do a lot of reading for this.
Yes, we do.
And I'm real pumped. So instead of nap dates, we can have reading
nap dates.
Reading nap. That's what I was going to say. Like, we take a, intermission to nap, and then we get back up and we read. And
by the way, we're both totally straight, by the way. Just to clarify. I mean, you can assume what you want, but just putting it out there. It's just we have a really close relationship, so, I mean, just it comes off as
if you can't take naps with your friends, are you friends?
That's very true.
Honestly.
Dude, by the way, I'm, sweating super hard in this shirt because I'm, so nervous.
Getting real. We're getting real here.
To get back on topic,
yes,
we have talked about, literally have journals of what we were supposed to talk about.
We
do.
So we
can keep on track.
It makes us feel very, professional with our little hat box stand.
Yeah. So, Rachel had a hat box in her room because she's just such a classy girl. And we decided to just use her hat box as a stand for my mic.
Yeah.
So that way it has more surface or more area to catch noise and catch your voices. Correct. Instead of it being super low and we have to get really, really close like this. But anyway, so we have talked about what we want to do. So our main focus that we want to do in this podcast is movie versus book comparisons.
Yeah.
And pardon the clap. I know I need to control my hands.
Sorry.
You're going to make the audio spike, but it's
I'm
okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
But yes, books versus movies.
Yes, because if you notice, I go on YouTube all the time.
Yeah.
And I barely find any. Maybe one YouTube channel I found, I used to watch the What's the Difference series. Many people have watched it.
I have not.
Oh, it's a couple years old, and they haven't done anything past 2014.
I feel like 15. I can't though because now I feel like a plagiarist.
No, that's because they kind of they take a goofy aspect at it, and they kind of
and
they did The Shining, and they did Clockwork Orange.
We're not goofy at all. We're straight laced.
No, we're good. We're gonna keep it nice and organized and funny, but we're not gonna be goofy and be using voices and stuff.
No promises. Anyways.
But yeah, that's kind of what our main focus is gonna be. But we also want to do manga and anime comparisons.
And
motorcycle. Rude.
That's because you said manga and anime, and that was your little AKIRA.
Yeah.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, that's so true. We both.
Yeah.
Okay, so we both love AKIRA. We love AKIRA.
Yes, it's a lot of affection.
Yes, it's a lot of affection. Literally in our phones, we respectively call each other Kaneda and Tetsuo. I imagine you can tell which one's Kaneda and which one's Tetsuo. You probably will get it wrong though. But
probably.
And then your girlfriend Kaori gets crushed by you. Sorry for spoilers.
Spoil. You didn't even do a spoiler alert. You know what?
Who cares? That movie's from the 80s. Everyone's seen it.
Some of them.
Or read the manga even.
Maybe.
I mean, personally for me, I'm in the process. I've read the manga before, but I'm rereading it again, so that way it's more fresh in my mind.
Yes.
I'm currently on the 4th book right now.
I'm on the 1st, so get going.
Take your time. I mean, you can find it online somewhere. You can just borrow my copies since I have I have 1, 2, and 4.
Perfect.
Because
skip the middle. We don't need it.
No, because
it's all filler.
But yeah, anyway, and then we also want to talk about maybe we'll delve into video games and music and stuff.
Musicals.
Yes, musicals.
Because lots of musicals were once books, and I'm a huge musical person. And I'm gonna make Abby read all 1,500 pages of Les Miserables.
You know what? Actually, I was at Savers yesterday, and there was a copy of Les Mis there, and it was velvet covered.
Wait, what?
It was velvet. I know. I got so excited. I almost got it, but I'm no, this is too much. So I gotta hold back. I'm I already have 27. I don't need 30.
Yeah, right.
So
because the Les Miserables is 3 or 4 books in one, so
that's true. It's a very long book, but I'm willing to read it because I feel you said that the only one that's as close to the book as possible is manga, right? Out of all the ones you've seen.
Honestly, yes. The anime, and maybe it was a manga, but because obviously there have been many adaptations of Les Miserables, the musical being the most famous one, the Liam Neeson movie. I don't want to delve into it. Whatever.
I mean, I personally liked the movie because I've only seen the movie and that's it. But I'm willing to look into the musical itself and read other medias of it.
But there is an anime of it that really follows ridiculously close to the book. If you read the book, it's insane.
Yes.
It makes me happy.
Yeah, and we already have a couple books planned for our next podcast,
We sure do.
So right now, we for those who want to know for the future, we are actually going to be talking about AKIRA.
Oh, of course.
We're going to talk, that's probably going to be one of the first ones. Either that's going to be our next podcast or that's going to be the following.
Yeah.
We really want to talk about Lord of the Rings because that's another thing we really bonded over.
Yes, Lord of the Rings is a big, I can't think of the word I'm thinking of, but a big one.
It's a big aspect to your life. It's really something that she literally has a background of Pippin on our computer.
Well, I have a picture of me and Billy Boyd, and it's framed.
Yes, Billy Boyd is...
Not trying to...
Okay, I'm going to be real. We love... As much as many people do not like Pippin, we love Pippin. We love the...
Wait. Who does not like Pippin?
Adam.
And where did...
The guys, everyone I know doesn't like Pippin. I'm like, but Pippin's like essential to the story.
I know where he lives.
You do know where he lives. You've been there.
I like banged on his door and be like, what did you say about Pippin?
Yes, my boyfriend likes to be a little controversial sometimes, but that's okay. You know, sometimes I actually do like differences between
Pippin
opinions.
is crossing the line.
Yeah, I can tolerate it though because that was my boyfriend though. Pippin for you though, that's like a whole different level. We both love Pippin. We both do love Pippin though, and we do love Lord of the Rings. But she knows more about it than I do. I will loosely put
That's why I have
newer.
Trivial Pursuit.
That's true, you know, and I also did buy a bunch of books on like the mythos behind Middle Earth and histories of elves and stuff like that, all purely from Tolkien himself. And she knows more about it than I do because I'm more of the newbie amateur at it. And I first watched the first movies when I was like 14.
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever watched those movies when I was 14, and then I saw the Hobbit series. I'm not gonna put my opinion out there on the Hobbit because
That's for a different day.
That's for a different day.
A different day.
Yes, and but yeah, I mean, like that's another thing we really want to talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna do, of course, because we're #obvious Game of Thrones.
Oh, of course.
We're gonna do like book versus season, but that'll be like different interspersed episodes.
Yes. That'll be a really good one to talk about because I'm really into Game of Thrones myself. Do you mind sitting a little closer?
Oh, I surely can.
I'm just doing some minor moving. I apologize for anyone who's annoyed by the noise.
Please hold.
No, you're good. Actually.
You don't need to hold anymore.
You don't need to hold anymore because they're just trying to get used to the sound and everything. So I apologize if it does sound a little echoey
This
or
is
a
like
little scratchy.
the experiment episode, and
Yeah.
then we get into the goods.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to
It's
switch
really-
ears for this headphone so I can hear you.
It's really exciting.
But yes, back to the Game of Thrones thing. I am really into deep in Game of Thrones. Adam is my brother, and I are like super into Game of Thrones. I have the books. I plan on getting the DVD sets. I have merchandise, and I've read like everything about the lore, and like I've watched so many theory videos. By the way, whoever watches Alt Shift X on YouTube, you're my hero. I love that channel because the theories that he comes up with or that he talks about is absolutely astounding. And I'm just like, wow, how can someone come up with something like this? Yeah. Especially because he read the series and has watched the show numerous times.
Yeah,
and he shows his material. You know, he does it in like a perfect MLA format kind of thing, you know, so it's really awesome. It's really awesome to hear. And Rachel's read the first 2 books or first 3 books, and that's really all you know.
But I'm going to do it. But you're the one that's real, like Abby makes like pentagrams, but summons George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, it's fans like me that are waiting for those last 2 books, even though George says he might not finish, and
did he really?
Mm-hmm. He said in an interview that he might not finish. I'm like, how dare you? Okay. You cannot do that to a series like that.
First Adam, then George. Let's go.
Fight me. Fight me, George. No, I'm just kidding. I respect you and love you. But they are making I think an interview I saw a long time ago, they actually were interested in making 5 spin-off shows from Game of Thrones. Which are not going to cover Duncan and Egg, for those who know what that is, and the Rebellion War.
I feel like 5 is excessive.
Yeah, I can understand that. You know, like that's a lot of shows, but there's such a large fan base. They have to make the money, and they also want people also want to know the backstories and stuff without having to delve into the books. Because I admit, books can get expensive, especially if you go to like Barnes or like really nice book places. They can run for like $70 if you just want like a big graphic book.
Yeah.
Or like pop-up books.
If you go on like the internet, you get them used.
Yeah, and there's also like, you know, audiobooks and stuff. By the way, we're not sponsored. I'm not bringing up audiobook or anything like that. I'm just saying audiobooks are really helpful.
Yeah, I get them at the library.
Yeah, it's really nice to get them at the library. We also go to Half Price Books a lot. We go to Savers and Half Price Books just for books and
Just for
records.
And record. Well, Half Price Books is about books, so.
Yeah, that's true. And video games, because we do get video games there. Speaking of video games, that's another thing we want to delve into a little bit is video games.
Which you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Oh, my elbow just cracked.
So we do want to delve into video games a little bit. We don't want to make it like our main thing. We just mostly want to focus on books and movies and stuff, but we will delve into other like nerdy things like video games because you and I bonded over video games and you're talking to me about Breath of the Wild all the time and I can understand that game's fantastic.
Yes, that's a problem in my life.
Yeah, because you got to switch just to play Breath of the Wild.
Oh, wait. I have probably played like 30 hours and I haven't even beaten any of the Divine Beast yet because I'm just in like full-on exploration mode.
I know. That's how I was too. I know people are going to hate me for this, but I never beat the game either because I was just exploring too much. And plus, my boyfriend owns the Switch and the Wii U, and I don't have time in my life to beat the game. Hence why we're talking about books because it's easier to do versus wasting.
Right.
I don't want to say wasting. Excuse you.
I get chills.
Excuse me, motorcycle. Are you okay?
We already did the AKIRA discussion. You can go. We don't need an encore.
Yeah, that's so. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so we have more time to read books and watch movies than play video games.
Yeah.
Because that's like a good 30 hours. Especially like if you want a straight board game, that's 8 hours. That's 8 hours.
What's 8 hours?
A standard video game.
Oh, I kind of blanked out for a second there. I had my little like.
You had a moment.
I saw the light.
At last I see the light. It's like the fog is lifted. So yeah, that's another thing you want to go to. We talk about Zelda. We can talk about other game series that we really like. I want to talk about Earthbound a little bit. That's for sure. Like at least have a segment dedicated to Earthbound because of how much I love it.
That's fair. We can do that.
Oh, absolutely.
I give you my permission as Barnacle Boy.
Barnacle Boy.
Captain Merman.
Captain Merman. So, but yeah, that's kind of like something that we want to go into. We So we already have a spreadsheet planned of like what we want to do for our next podcast.
It's a pretty messily done spreadsheet. It's not like, we don't have stickers and like.
Yeah, it's just basically Google Docs. And that's like it. And then we have like notebooks. And literally over there on the chair opposite of us, I have Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda. We both finished that book, just saying. And there are sticky notes galore in it. Of things that we questioned.
It is so satisfying to have a book full of like sticky notes.
It is.
Because you just feel like I thought things myself, my own brain.
But we're
gonna sticky notes are proof.
That's true. But we're gonna save that podcast for another time. So, but we're not gonna do it anytime soon. I don't think that's probably gonna be in a while.
Yes.
Because we have priorities with other novels that we want to talk about.
I'm like, yes.
Well, yeah, it's true.
Yes.
I mean, like we have talked about it, but like whatever. Anyway, so. Yeah, but I love Simon and Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda. We definitely want to do that one comparison. We also want to do Fahrenheit 451 is another one because Fahrenheit 451 is my favorite book. Which that might be our
next one.
Yeah, we're thinking either that one or what are you thinking for something that you really like?
No, I think we can do that one.
Okay, sounds fair for me. And then
we're like figuring out all this on the podcast. Yeah, we are professionals.
We are professionals figuring it out right now.
We are.
And so I think that we also should do Outsiders, book and movie.
Oh yeah,
because Outsiders is another one of my favorite books.
And of course, this is gonna be fun.
Percy Jackson. Oh no, they only came out with like 2 movies. That's how bad it was.
That is more than sufficient.
That's more than enough.
2 more movies than we needed.
Seriously though, I love Percy Jackson. I love those books, but the movies, ooh, that was rough.
Those books were like a good portion of my childhood.
Yeah, and you know what?
I can't get into it now. That's gonna have to be
what I loved about that series is that it goes aligned with like the Odyssey and the Iliad and stuff like that. It kind of like it's like a more like.
The books are genius.
They are. They're very good. It's a very nice way and easily written and easily consumable for people who are like interested in the Odyssey and stuff. It's a nice gateway to start that. So like, oh, I remember this moment from the Odyssey, or I remember this moment from so and so.
And every kid on this earth, roughly, has had their stage in their youth where they were just obsessed with Greek mythology.
Oh, absolutely.
Every kid.
Honestly, if I brought Adam on our podcast, by the way, we do want to interview people, so that's going to be fun. We're probably going to interview our friends and family.
Yeah.
But he is absolutely obsessed with Greek and Roman mythology. He knows everything about it. So
Wait,
I think
we need to talk about that. Because that's me too. Like, Ed and I are going to have a
yeah, you and him
conversation.
can personally just have a podcast where you talk about Greek.
No, we don't have a podcast. I'm just going to next time I see him be like, first of all, how dare you say those things about Pippin? Second of all, let's chat about
Yeah,
mythology.
for those who don't know, Adam is my boyfriend. I did mention my boyfriend and Adam separately, but no, Adam is my boyfriend.
He sure is.
He's cool. He's a pretty cool guy, I'd say. And so I do
Mostly.
want to interview him, even though he worries that his opinions are a little too controversial. Not like necessarily in a bad way, but because he has very specific opinions on things.
We like controversy. That nothing to
appropriate
stir
amounts of
up. Gotta
controversy.
stir that pot.
Yeah, there's
Turn up the gas.
Yeah, and
if
we do
that's
want
what
to.
you have.
Yeah, and we do want to interview some of our friends for, like, I know our friend Brian, he wants to, I know, I don't want to say his last name. So, Brian, I think he would be really good for, like, music, because he's really into Justin Timberlake, and he's really into Linkin Park, and I think those would be good
Terrible
conversations.
taste. I'm sorry, what?
I can't believe we're throwing shade to our friends. And then I think another one, especially since we love movies so much, we can bring on Michael.
Yes.
Michael will be a fun one for sure because he's really into movies, and especially with his opinion on Ready Player One. Ooh, boy.
I haven't. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I haven't seen or read either of that, so I can't.
Honestly, you can borrow that book. I'm not going to
Do
get
you
into
like
that.
you can borrow it and then you can throw it in a dumpster?
I don't want to get into how I feel about the movie and the book because I believe they're both separate things because the book and the movie are complete opposite of what they're
Do you
supposed
like
to be.
either though? I thought you didn't like either.
I personally don't. I don't like either of them.
I
Even
didn't.
if I
I
saw.
didn't consume either, but my dedication to Abby is such that I'm going to say that I also like neither.
Oh my
I'm
god.
going to read the book and form my own opinion.
You know, honestly, we do have a lot of similar opinions on these kind of things.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we do
Oh, yeah.
share a lot of similar opinions, but we also do have our own perspectives on different things.
Right.
Like for our notes that we took for Simon versus
They're the
Roman's
same
opinion.
thing.
Yeah, although you did point out things that I forgot about, and I point out things that you forgot about.
Oh,
for
I haven't
sure.
read yours yet, but I will. Wait,
And
I
so-
think you said I will. Okay, anyways.
Yeah, we'll talk about it another time.
Moving
but like I
on.
said, but moving on, I'm just gonna put this aside for now.
Okay.
So, I mean, we don't really have much left to say. I mean, like
No.
it's just an
This-
introduction podcast,
Yeah,
just talking
the
about kind of stuff. A
taste
lot.
of things to come.
Yes, and we did a lot of sidetracking because we just love to talk.
But that's kind of who we are, so
Yeah.
haha, get ready for that.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's summery
Oh.
out. We're probably gonna finish this podcast and go get some lunch, and then maybe some tea and chocolates.
Yes.
Because there's a place down the street that sells chocolates, like
There
chocolate truffles,
surely is, and they're
and they're
amazing.
very good. It's a hot day. Get some
Abby wants to
tea.
be somewhere with air conditioning. That's not my 100-year-old apartment.
I mean, honestly, I can tolerate it. I'm just sweating from nerves because I'm just so nervous doing this. Even though I seem really cool
That's
about it,
so
I'm like
cute.
deep down inside, I'm like screaming. Not lying there. So, but yeah, so, I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else to say. I mean, I'm just really excited also just to see, like, we're not doing this to be famous. We're just
Wait,
doing
what?
this. We're not doing this to be famous.
Wait, I was in this for fame and glory.
Really?
I'm gone. I don't care about books.
I just want more money. I want sponsorships from Amazon. I want sponsorships from Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah. Hit me up. What's that one called?
Bumble.
Audible.
Audible.
Everyone
Bumble's a different thing. We don't want to double in that.
Hello Fresh. Hit me up. I don't care about books. I don't care about. I don't even know what Fahrenheit 451 is. I've been pretending this whole time.
The thing is that kind of like slightly annoys me is that she says Fahrenheit 451 and I say Fahrenheit 451. I don't know which one is the right one, and it drives me nuts.
This is where the controversial opinions come in.
Oh, so controversial, Rachel.
Hit that like button if you think it's
Oh.
Fahrenheit 451.
If you think that Fahrenheit 451 is the best book ever, like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you very much.
I'm joining our.
Oh
If you want to be Jake Paul or.
no. yeah, Logan, Jake Paulers. Again, we're not throwing shade at any YouTubers because, we don't associate ourselves with YouTubers
Of
and
course
stuff.
not. No.
Because this is just something we want to do for fun.
Yeah.
Something we want to do to just, in our spare time.
Yes.
We're thinking of uploading every other Sunday, depending on our schedule, because we do have lives outside
Let's be
this
real. No one
podcast.
knows it's going to be every Sunday because we're going to be like.
Because Sundays is going to be our day, or my day to edit and release this. We're probably going to try to find days throughout the week to record and edit.
It is our 11Z's on Sundays.
Yeah,
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock on Mondays. Or
Sundays.
Sundays.
Ma'am.
I'm sorry, I'm tired. I've been working all week.
You're like, I'm ready for that food.
I'm ready for the chocolate, Earl Grey, dark chocolate truffles.
Those ones are good.
They are good. Oh, and speaking of, another idea that we had is that we would share our favorite recipes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
We have a lot of ideas. We are
I'm thinking that we could do something based on the movie we watched.
Yeah.
Show we watched.
Yeah.
Like we can do like, you know how like Tetsuo turns into the giant blob monster? We can make like spaghetti. Like some type of noodles or like weird deformed bread and
I thought you said we were
dye
gonna do
it.
something with like marshmallows.
We could do something.
We're gonna just microwave peeps.
We just get a bunch of colorful peeps and microwave like it's Tetsuo.
And then we're just gonna put a little doll of Kaori, is that her name?
Kaori, yeah. We put a little dollop of
be
bread.
like fine cuisine.
And it's just deflating on the tray.
My microwave is gonna be like,
yeah, because eventually I like the idea of, you know, of course we're gonna get better equipment in the time if things do go well with our podcast and we have enough money saved up and everything. I do want to be able to get an arm to be able to hold up our mic so that way we're not mounting it on something.
You could just use your own arm. You have 2 of them.
But it'll hurt, especially if I'm holding for like an hour, you know, and then
Arm day.
Yeah, just arm workout. Not
do like the left arm for one podcast and the right arm for the other.
Holy crap! Oh my god! And well, we also
like
yeah, just like holding my toes, just like like a monkey, you know, just like holding it in the air. But like maybe I could peel my banana with my feet like a monkey. But anyway.
Wait, what?
So I do want to eventually get a nicer mic too. This one could be like eventually if we do start getting like making more money or like from our jobs, even if we get enough money saved up, I want to get another mic just for us and then use this specific mic for interviews and extra people or even just for you to use. And then eventually get like a mixer splitter and then, you know, eventually even get camera work. Because I know Michael said he was interested in helping. But again, you never know if something happens or whatever. And eventually we do want to get a green screen. I think it'd be really cute.
Wow, we're getting really fancy here.
That's just ideas. I mean, like a green screen.
Tape green construction paper behind
Yeah, we could put like videos in it. Like we could put it like right in the frame.
Just green construction paper and then we'll do like flip books.
You know what'd be cute? We could put a frame around it and make it a painting every day. Like every single time we have a podcast, we can key out that space and put a different picture in that green screen every day.
Yeah.
Like we can do it just one, like just Pippin's like really zoomed in face. I don't know, it's a specific picture for that one. And so, or like a painting from Van Gogh or something.
You already like see it.
I already see it in my brain.
In your mind's eye, you're like, oh yes.
I see it in my brain.
Hergentuk.
Oh, fool of a took.
Fool of a took.
You have my condolences.
And my bow.
And my axe. That's a joke we say a lot. We have a lot of stupid inside jokes.
Yes.
But yeah, I eventually do want to work in cameras eventually, and I'm fine with showing my face. I have nothing to hide, you know, when it comes to my looks, because I think I'm pretty okay.
I mean, maybe a pimple.
I mean, again, we could put green screen on our face and just like green screen little dots on our face.
Be like sponsored by
Pimple Popper. Dr. Pimple Popper. That actually is a YouTube channel.
It sure is.
It's so satisfying, you know, like popping pimples and stuff.
But I know.
Or no, like especially if they do like blackhead removal.
Okay,
again,
we're really off track here.
Really off track.
They're like, I came for Lord of the Rings and I left with pimple.
Imagine like I forget. I'm blanking really bad, but who's the actor who plays the white wizard? What's his name?
Ian McKellen.
Thank you. He comes in, he's like, what? Gandalf. Yes. Not Gandalf. I was thinking Christopher Lee. My bad. He's
Saruman.
Like, yes, thank you. Sorry, see, that's how newbie I am.
Gandalf is also a white wizard.
He was gray first.
You're right.
He was gray first before he got his hair, like, relaxed and beard trimmed.
He got a nice little bleach and tone.
You have my condolences. But anyway, I just get off topic. But
and my hammer. I'm sorry.
And
that's a little Thor
and
crossover. Thor comes over, he's like, and my hammer. And he like...
Okay. And another thing we really want to talk about is Marvel.
Oh! All day, every day.
Like, I know there's a lot of really good YouTube channels out there. Shout out to, like, Comics Storian and Comics Explains. I freaking love those channels. They do such a good job delving into
so
it.
much, why don't you marry them?
What? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, if you love them so much, why don't you marry them?
I mean, I'm good. I don't love them that much.
You could be like the first woman to marry a YouTube channel.
I mean, you're single, so I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway.
All right.
So,
Don't remind.
but yeah, like those are just a couple things we want to talk about.
Yes.
But mostly it's just gonna be like comparison stuff, whether it be movies to TV shows, even, or books to movies, animated manga to TV shows. Like I know that they have an animated movie.
Plethora of possibilities.
I know they have Battle Angel Italia coming out.
Dragon Ball Z is a great live action.
Oh hell no, we're not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Amazing live action film.
We're not talking about that one.
Okay.
Because I refuse to see that movie.
All right.
I love how it's Jessie from Breaking Bad is Goku, and then the chick from Shameless is Chi-Chi or something in that movie.
Oh, she is, isn't she?
She is. She's the one with the bangs and the weird two tassels in front of her face.
So weird.
I know.
Okay.
They have like A-list actors in it, and then like all of a sudden, wow. They're all in their own. And then she was also Christine in Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera.
That is a great musical.
That was a breakout role.
I guess so. I guess it was a breakout
She was
role.
17.
She was 17, wasn't she? She looked like a baby in that movie. I was like, she's so
She's
pretty.
a little babby.
Little babu.
A little.
Little
But yes,
babu.
lots of topics, lots of ideas.
Yes. I think this is kind of like a good spot to kind of end it a little
Yes.
bit, to kind of just wrap things up.
Usher and the Von Trapp children.
Yes.
They'll sing you their farewell song.
So long.
Farewell.
Avita say goodbye.
Bye. That was really. We rehearsed that.
Yeah, sure. In our heads we
It
did.
took us a really long time.
Yes, it took a very long time.
Yes.
I think this was a successful first podcast.
We are going to find that out now.
It turns out this podcast was like 10 minutes.
Turns out we never even hit the record button.
Oh my god, that would be like my worst nightmare.
We'd be like, take 2 as
Oh
we're
my
like
God.
weeping over the keyboard.
Yeah, just like sobbing over Rachel's keyboard that has rediscoverrecords.com on it. And a bunch of different stickers like over the garden wall and Hayao Miyazaki's Howl's Moving Castle.
I like to deface my electronics.
So you just kind of got an idea of what these podcasts are going to be like.
Yeah.
For sure. And I'm very excited. This is something we planned literally in a month.
Not
And-
even.
Not even a month. Like,
It's been like
we
2
knew
weeks.
2-3 weeks. I'd
We
say.
were like, let's do a podcast. We're like,
We were literally just like, because she stays in my house a lot and we share a bed. So like, I'm just literally laying next to her. I look at her. I'm like, we should start a podcast. Because I've always wanted to.
yeah.
And I think that would. It was
Everyone
really
wants
fun.
to.
Everyone wants to, but they don't really know
Everyone
what to talk
should make
about.
a podcast.
Yeah, and especially you don't really see a lot of girls doing podcasts either. That's something that a lot of people pointed
Except
out.
for my faves, Georgia and Karen.
Girls, how you doing? Yes, Rachel's windshield wiper laugh and my finger guns are a constant on the show, so be on the lookout for that.
Oh, yes.
Finger guns.
Yes.
Excuse me. So I think that is a wrap. You know, I think we're good to
It
go.
is a wrap.
I had a lot of fun. This was
Polish
a fun.
off your tea. Just kidding. We're going to get tea.
So yeah, just go ahead and put your tea down the sink when you're done. And
Wait. No, finish your tea.
why? I mean, like you don't want to like have it like cold after
That's
something.
what microwaves are for.
I mean, I don't microwave my tea. I just have it fresh and I
Don't-
drink it till it's gone.
Don't dump your tea down the sink, please.
Although finish the tea with like a piece of cheesecake or something, which is like our favorite.
Yeah. Yes. Drink all of
All
your
right,
tea.
well, yes. Well, thank you so much for tuning into our first podcast.
Yeah,
I
and
hope
if you are still listening, thank you so much for enduring this.
this giant cringe fest we did.
Yeah.
But it was a fun cringe fest, and I'm gonna look
Oh.
back at this audio and be like, "What have I done?
What have we done?
What have we done?"
Why
so thank
is
you so
Gamora-
much. Enjoy,
Yes.
enjoy this tea you have brewed, and
I like it.
that you brewed with us. And thank you for sitting with us. And hope you guys have a lovely day and a
Yes.
good afternoon, since this is gonna be going on Sundays at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Maybe for people that are finishing church, or even just at home, just chilling out after a hangover from partying the night before. You know, just
Yeah.
like totally chill.
Have that cheesecake.
Yeah, have the cheesecake. It has to either be classic cheesecake or it has to be red velvet cheesecake. Okay, fine. Classic cheesecake.
Thank you. All right. Enjoy whatever cheesecake floats your boat.
All right. You guys
All
have a
right.
good one.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.